Hello dear Gemini, I will tell you today's horoscope for August 9th, 2024. A message of love, hope and fortune awaits you. I know that heaven's blessings come for you. And the message for you on this day is the following. Hello, my dear Gemini. I will tell you today's horoscope. You need to take things easy, as possible vacations could start today or you will receive notification that you can take a few days off from work. Try to spend this time doing things at home. Mistakes made at another time in your life could take their toll on you during the day. If you have gone over them and forgotten everything about the matter, it could be a hard blow to remember them again. Do not dwell on this situation, find happiness again on the path you are currently following. A friend requires your assistance. Do not always appear busy and make yourself available for a conversation even if it is through messages. Your partner is being cold, but the reason could be much more than you think. Do not abandon him or her and let him or her know that you are there to listen to him or her and support him or her in whatever he or she needs. You need to take action regarding an uninspiring situation that has occurred between the couple. It is likely that the person next to you is having doubts about you. Perhaps they have told you something that has caused you to create confusion. You will have to put everything on your part to give him greater security. It is time to see the truth regarding a person who has lied to you. Do not let this continue to happen. Life has strange ways of showing you the way, so you need to try to see what it has to give you today. You will probably have to make an extra effort to be able to see what it has been trying to show you for quite some time now. Work needs the same, you are leaving aside your obligations. Do not be afraid to explore your feelings much more for that person you met, but you are still not sure if it will be something that can be maintained over time. It is likely that you are only afraid of feeling something stronger for the person who has dazzled you. Very positive way. People are always looking for reasons to suffer. This is something very ironic, because we spend our lives looking for happiness, but when we have it in front of us we can't stand it and we do everything possible to ruin the good things we are achieving. Don't let them. This happens to you, don't spoil the good things you have achieved. Don't be addicted to drama and problems. You have to start making more important decisions for your job and what you have to do. You are leaving aside the bad opinions of others, and that is something very positive. It will project great benefits for you in the future. You must select the things that are good for you and leave aside what is hindering you on the path you are on. Do not let them others get in the way of your success. You are on a good path towards what you have always wanted. It is a very good day to investigate the possibilities that life is offering you. If you are in a study stage, this is very relevant and important, so you must be aware of the doors that are beginning to open. You have a very good chance of meeting someone who will become a very important person for you. You have made the first contact, now you just need to make it concrete. Gemini may start to emerge in a good way at this time, but if you don't do your part to have peace of mind on your path, it may not be the best. Nothing you have now may be going down a strange path, so be careful. Security today. The first few days of the day might be a little difficult for the couple, but that doesn't mean things are necessarily going to go wrong. A sacrifice for love will always be good when we lose the ability to leave things aside for the person we love. The job is stable, so is the money, so this day is favorable to take a trip that you have been planning or ideating for a long time. If you do it as a couple, it will be much better. If you are single, then with friends it is also a good idea. Possible colds for those who are in the winter stage. It is likely that you will have to go through some allergy episodes, which will be very annoying, so it is recommended to use antihistamines. It's time to pay a visit to your soul, to recover a little spirituality in your life. A journey into your being is always good, and this will not be the exception. You have a unique potential to carry out this task. You are a sensitive being with a charitable soul to help those who need you. Do not lose it. Contradictory situations at work can leave you perplexed when faced with some decisions that your superiors are going to make. Do not be discouraged and move on. They will soon see your full potential. There is nothing more important in the world than sharing time with people who love you and value you for who you really are. Don't let time pass or miss the opportunity to do it today. You are in a good economic situation, so today do not be afraid to spend a little money on something for yourself, a gift for a loved one, or to buy something new for your home. I recommend that you invest money in a small but profitable business. Rethinking your goals is today's mandate. Do not waste any more of your time. You will get better emotional rewards if you dedicate even part of your time to your true vocation. Write affirmations such as "I am happy and complete, I find my true path through total sincerity." Today you will be able and will have the great opportunity to return a very important favor. Do not neglect this return to the universe, since whoever provides must receive, so that the wheel of abundance does not stop. Peace will return to the couple. To their usual mood swings caused by the moon will be added the effects, sometimes negative and sometimes positive, of certain planets. If you were able to look back at your past to review your successes and, above all, your mistakes, you would not be now doubting a certain issue that worries you daily and that you do not dare to decide on. Find some time to reflect and try to look back a little. You will not regret it. Today you will have a reunion with someone from your past whom you had already forgotten. Remember that coincidence does not exist and that everything happens for a reason. It is likely that you were needing to clarify something with this person. On a sentimental level, a good date awaits you, but do not wait for your boyfriend to take the initiative. You can perfectly take it yourself. Remember this daily, and that way you will not have to wait for other people's decisions. Something that you have been waiting for days is materializing, and you achieve your dreams by getting out of a cumbersome problem. You are in your cycle of achievements, and with the favorable influence of your ruler, Mercury direct, you are in control of your love destiny. Chance has a few surprises in store for you, so you have to pay attention to your hunches and intuitions. Where you least expect, there is money and economic evolution. The lunar energy approaching the waxing phase will help you finish cumbersome tasks. It is not the time to remember sad things or unhappy past events. Your love life is blossoming, and you feel on the path to reconciliation of your romantic union again. If you had a fight with your partner in recent days, analyze your situation in a rational way, with your hands on your heart, recognize mistakes and make the necessary concessions and live. Do not keep your feelings to yourself. Communicate and open your inner self without reservation. Let your feelings flow and do not allow love to die. Gemini, if you have a partner, give a touch of mischief to your sex life, which may be somewhat boring. If you have been repeating the same thing in intimacy, it is time for a total renewal in the best Gemini style. So break the routine. Boredom in your relationship may be lacking a touch of spontaneity to rekindle the flame of love that is half extinguished. Take advantage of this lunar flood to move forward in your intimate life. Every time we say "I don't know" and then do nothing to find out, we are closing the door to knowledge to ourselves. In matters of health, perhaps you are worrying too much about a certain lack of energy and you think you are sick, when the truth is that it is due to too much worry. If so, review your diet, add supplements to it, but if it continues, go to your doctor to clear up any doubts. If you expose yourself to the elements, a downpour, a storm, or adverse weather conditions, do not stay too long with your wet clothes on your body, because today you are vulnerable to colds. Enjoy your health in an effective way and without exaggerating. At work, you will be provided with news and work activities, and you should be careful and not accept more responsibilities than you can handle. Overwork and your dedication can cause you a lot of stress and overwhelm you. Don't exaggerate your duties, because you tend to become obsessive now. There are people who are angry at your job, but not necessarily with you. Don't let yourself be negatively influenced by certain feelings of job insecurity, because you can be very apprehensive and misinterpret the signals you receive. It's not personal. Money and fortune, dare to move your money. Certain actions can scare you a little at first, but when put into practice, they will give you prosperity and economic evolution. Your intuition and your knowledge of the inner self will help you notably, so listen to them. If you are thinking of taking a trip soon, start saving now and avoid buying superfluous things. It is not the best time to make a major investment, but rather to analyze what is offered to you. Today's astral biorhythm, moderately high level of sexual energy. Cosmic dynamics that you should take advantage of, your inspirations and desires to change something in your lifestyle. Dangerous trend, variations or changes in character during the weekend that should prevent you from getting involved in trivial matters. Relationship prediction: the best relationship today is with Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, and also with Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. The most tense relationship occurs with Capricorn or with someone from Virgo. Your current compatibility: you are in a harmonious tone with the other fire elements such as Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and with the air elements such as Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. If you are single, these days that you have ahead of you will amaze you with the ease with which you make new friends. The universal number is 6. Your favorable hours in matters of love, money, and business are given according to Eastern European Standard Time, and you must adapt them to your national time: 4:15 a.m., 8:10 a.m., 3:25 p.m., and 7:40 p.m. The lucky numbers for Gemini are 18, 20, 32, and 36. Gemini characteristics: modern astrology believes that Gemini is the typical sign of artists and inventors. Typical characteristics of Gemini people include creativity, sensitivity, a variety of interests, sociability, eloquence, and a sense of humor. They care a lot about admiration and are therefore happy to show off their skills in front of others. They rarely have constant opinions or topics, as their interests are rather superficial and they get bored easily with things, being interested in many things at once. This not only affects their professional or artistic life, but also affects them in relationships. They get tired of monotony even if the relationship is pleasant. They tend to think carelessly, which results in many mistakes and incorrect conclusions. However, they should not worry about it because they are able to easily change their minds depending on the circumstances. Fortunately, they are aware of their tendency to make mistakes, and so they decide to start a humanistic career that requires less responsibility than, for example, being a doctor or a miner. People who minister are the best workers, as they get bored easily and cannot concentrate on their tasks. However, they can be very good interpreters of other people's concepts or ideas, so they would make great stockbrokers or diplomats. Everyone has fallen for the charms of an extroverted, energetic, and witty Gemini, and it is not surprising, since the patron of this sign is Mercury, who was the messenger of the gods in Roman mythology. In addition, such a profession is associated with constant changes of location, which is important for Geminis who get bored with the monotony of the same situations, people, events, or places, etc. Constant change and variety keep them in good mental and physical shape for years. It is difficult to find political or religious fanatics among Geminis, as they are able to observe the world from a distance, tend to generalize things, and can think abstractly, rarely being interested in the details of any matter. They rarely get angry, are not aggressive, do not like gossip, and are good-natured. They also remain intellectually fit until the last years of their life. Young Geminis are talkative and always ask people many questions, being able to annoy even the calmest interlocutor. They also have hundreds of strange and abstract ideas, but are always kind, polite, and harmless. Do not take out your bad mood on a coworker, as it could create unnecessary tension. Avoid your tendency to compulsive shopping, no matter how hard it is. Sincerity will be evident in your romantic relationship. The job you have suits you very well for the future. Continue in it and try not to spend yourself in control. You have some risks in the coming days. If you work for yourself, you could be entering a particularly good streak. You should have an influx of money in the near future to finally settle your accounts. You will consider living free of ties today and going on an adventure. You will have some family meddling in your life, but in love things are going well. Don't worry too much. You feel well, but take some precautions against temperature changes. You have an excessive energy, try to channel it through physical exercise. Try to sleep a little more, it is what you need to regain strength and health. Dedicate more time to yourself and take care of your image, looking good will lift your spirits. In love, your charisma increases, and with a personal sense of self-confidence, today you will be able to establish very significant romantic relationships. If you are single and looking for a partner, this is your day. There are good planetary positions around you that help balance the retrograde effect of Saturn. In terms of health, you may be somewhat distracted in the morning hours and feel unwell if you suffer from respiratory or blood circulation problems. Try to rest as much as possible, but if these ailments continue, see your doctor. Pay close attention to your work because it is not the right time for a change. Wait a little, in a few days you will have favorable opportunities in which you will find better opportunities than the ones you have at the moment. If you have had some recent difficulties with your accounts, banking problems, checks, or similar economic situations, today you will begin to see solutions and clarify many semi-paralyzed issues. You will see how money flows to you. Do not convince yourself that you have an inevitable destiny, nor let anyone convince you of this. It is very important to make things different and for life to be much more sporadic, dynamic, with changes and with much more capacity to be fun. Everything changes, that is inevitable. If you have any doubts about the things you are experiencing right now, you just have to look for the way in which life can start to make you see everything in a better way. It is good to always listen to your intuition, Gemini, and today your intuition will be more active than ever. Listen to it. Don't stop evaluating the work you do every day. You will probably realize that you are closing in on many things and that you don't have to make mistakes. Life doesn't wait for those who don't have the ability to be patient for what they want to achieve. In the meantime, you must strive to achieve the goals you have set for yourself. You cannot always be depending on the kindness of others to do things right. You will have the opportunity to meet someone very important and influential in what you do as a job. If you have the right moment to talk to them about a project you have in mind, do it without fear. You could end up achieving something you have been waiting for a long time. The moment you realized that you were making a serious mistake at work, you grew a little professionally. That is helping you a lot now to be able to overcome any difficulties you are having. Don't let the mistakes continue to take their toll on you. If you don't have a partner, you wonder what kind of activity that person you like to do with you will agree to, because you don't dare to propose any. The stars believe that you should go little by little and bet on the classics, a simple outing for coffee or something a little stronger, just for chats, and nothing more will be your best bet. You have to think a little about the person who is beginning to do something important in your life. You will see very soon that that person feels something for you too and will tell you through many hints that you did not expect would happen that way, but that is how it is now. Enjoy it. If you have a partner, today is a good day to sit down together over a glass of wine or coffee and talk about how far you've come as a couple and acknowledge the great journey you've taken, all the problems you've solved, and all the good you've done for each other. It's a good day to celebrate the love you give each other. Your partner may be going through a weak moment, so try to act as the protective person at this time. If he or she says something bad to you or gets angry easily, don't take it into account. Don't argue or provoke him or her to get angry. You are very talented and you are doing a good job, although you may often regret some of the decisions you've made. But that's work life, Gemini. Work has projections, so take advantage of taking a few days off if you can. If not, try to work well as you have done up to this day. You are highly evaluated and you are being considered for a job change with better pay. It's not a good idea to isolate yourself when you have a great desire to be close to people, when you need support and human contact. Unfortunately, no one is going to knock on your door if you take that attitude, no matter how much you think that will happen. Asking for help directly does not show you are weak, but quite the opposite. And this was the horoscope of the day for you. Consider subscribing if you liked it. I hope this reading has helped and brightened your day. Blessings.